Well, since the bugs are so bad, I'm definitely going to hook up this bug zapper right now. I didn't get to it last night. Yeah, mosquitoes are attacking me as I talk. How funny is that? Yeah, you got your last chance here, bugs. Have fun. This is definitely going to be useful. Stop. Do not return to store. Eh. Fully charge it. Got an AC adapter. Be awesome if it's 12 volts. What do we got here? 10 volts output. Ah, what a weird, awkward voltage. 10 volts at 1 amp. Too bad it's not 12 volts. Oh well, it's very low power. I don't think this is going to give me trouble. I've got enough solar power to spare during the daytime hours. It's not an issue at all for me then. Spanish confuses me. Nice looking unit. Very nice looking unit. Oh, a bug catcher tray. Nice. Oh, and that's the, must be the attractor. Yep. Alright, well, I'm going to put this on a charger and we'll try it out tonight. Well, time is certainly flying. On the 24th, I was hoping to go buy construction materials. That puts me on a tight timeline here to get this demolished. So I'm going to work my butt off today and do my hardest to get this done. I'm going to have to really spray myself down with mosquito repellent because behind that camper is mosquito heaven. It is horrible. And I've been putting it off, but I have to get that done now. So first thing off camera, I won't bore you with that, is I'm going to clear out all this stuff around the camper, get everything away from it, and then I'm going to spray myself up with bug spray, and I'm going to get in there and start working on this. Get all the windows out first, and then I can go wild and happy with the hammer and demolish this thing. Before I can get to the fun stuff, I have to do the monotonous stuff and take out all the screws. Carefully remove the windows because I don't want to wreck them. 2 of these windows are going to be going in the chicken tractor. My new chicken tractor build. This window was surprisingly firmly in there. The wall framing right here seemed to have been halfway decent. None of the screws stripped out as I was removing them, which is a surprise. Boy, this goop they put on here really sticks them in well. Yeah, sticky stuff. Here's the window. One more out. Keep on going. stuff is not good. That frame was shot. Look at that, just with a hammer. Well, that one's good. Look at that thing flex. That's a problem. Hope you got to see that. That was terrible. Find my wire cutters. I'm not worried about keeping any of the sockets. They're all mostly garbage anyway. The actual back trailer lights are good though. But those are actually relatively new. These are all leaky. And they're over 30 years old. Once I get the skin of this off, oh come on, it's the stain. I want to cut all wire nuts as I go. Once I get the skin of the camper off, the job's going to go pretty quick, I think. So the back is stripped. That went fast. I just got a couple little fixtures here and there. Look at that. Too easy. Way too easy. Oh, there's a ton of screws in here though. They were put in afterwards. I did that. I put in new framing in the back of that myself. Oh, quite a job. Well, it's not even lunchtime yet, and I've been taking a lot of breaks. It's humid. It's not really hot, it's just so humid. But this isn't pretty wicked looking. That's the whole gaping hole in the side of the thing. It looks horrible. So I'm basically stripping and pulling out little pieces and bits here and there that I might have forgotten through the time. Under the sofa was a bunch of stuff. All my sports gear. All the windows are out here, which I had of course before. I've got to get that door off. That's a lot of screws. Thing is, to be able to take the aluminum in, I have to clean the metal out. I can't have all that, all those screws on there. Backside's done, as far as all fixtures and stuff taken off. Now over here, that's a wicked looking red spider. I don't know, that looks dangerous. Can you see it? That looks dangerous. I'm not really scared of spiders for the most part, but that looks really ugly. Sorry, what I'm about to do, I don't want to show you. Now I've got the windows off the back. I had my refrigerator on the table here. For my fridge, I had the table and some boards across it and a propane tank over here. I had to clear all that away. I had to disconnect all my solar wires and stuff, which were coming through this hole here. And pulled out my water hose. I don't know if you remember last year, that's how I was filling the tank. It was through a water hose that was running through here. Got the kitchen window out. I got the side window out. And I still had the winter seal on there. Now all I have left to do as far as glass and careful work is this big window on the front. And that'll be the last bit of glass, and then I can just go at it really hard and heavy with hammers and fun. That'll be fun after that. I'm gonna clean all this front area up. A bunch of junk resting on here. Little bits and pieces of my hoses and stuff, odds and ends. But I'm gonna take another rehydration break and then knock out that window. And then it's gonna be fast and fun from there on out. I do still have the kitchen to take out. I'm gonna take out the sink and the stove and the fridge, of course. And I'm gonna do that carefully. I'm gonna save all three of them. The AC unit, I don't know. I don't know if there's any resale value on AC units, but we'll see. But I'll have, I know I say this a lot, but I think I'm going to have a good share of this camper gutted by the end of today if the humidity doesn't kill me. I think I'm going to do a pretty fair job on this today, because once I get the innards out and the glass out, there's no more careful work. And then it's just rip and tear and have fun. Working here, I've got charging station going on. I have a solar powered backpacking hiking charger, which I'll show you in a separate video. I'm reviewing that right now. That's charging my cell phone, and at the same time I've got my Ryobi charger plugged into my outdoor charging port in the fridge vent. I've got a power plug there, and I'm charging batteries as I go. That one's full actually right now, and I'm charging batteries as I work demolishing that camper out back. So I can unplug that one now. But got things rolling here. Just keep on going. I got my cup out here. I keep having breaks for tea, iced tea that I made, sun tea. Keep rehydrating I work for a few minutes, hydrate for a few minutes. It's really hot, so I have to take a lot of breaks. But I'm going to knock this out today. I want to work. I'm going to do my best on demolishing that camper today. A lot of these screws are stripped out in the wood. I don't want to drop any screws down on the ground. So let's clean up for later. And I want to mulch all the leaves that are down here once I get this trailer out of the way. So I don't want to have any junk in there. This is the last window. Gotta get this out of the way. This was supposed to be the water tank frame. That's some heavy oak. I said water tank, I meant rainwater collection. Back in the day I was going to have a rainwater collection system up here on the roof of this. And that was going to be the frame. Wow, there's nothing. Nothing there. Oh, there's nothing at all right there. There literally is nothing behind that. Nothing but air. That was the wall behind the sofa that had nothing but metal. You can see the metal. I can't believe I lived in this. It was free and it was home. I guess you take what you got. I can't believe people suggested I should give this to somebody to use as a home. It's just no good. Especially not in winter. See, this wall shouldn't be flapping like that. That should not be. There it is. One more window done. Let me show you what this frame on this thing looks like. That's the framing in the window. Nothing left. Pure rot. No good. This whole wall is like that. That was the gas line. Not much holding this in place. 4 screws. That was it. 4 little screws. Look at that. Oven is out. Too easy. Too easy. Here is what I was explaining. See, I've got cans of food in here. I was a prepper. I am a prepper. And when I left for Australia, all my food, of course, I had moved here. If you guys remember, I had moved here in a hurry in spring, in February. And set up my home here, and I had no power, no heat, and all kinds of mess. So all my preparedness stuff, all my foods, went in under the sink. The whole area was loaded with my food stash, which normally should be hidden and secured and underground and in a nice safe place. But these are all cans of food. And rather than, well, I didn't have any options really, because it was a lot of food. So I put it in here. Now that's all good. That's all good stuff. Some of it though, the mice got into and made a mess. Now here, is, I didn't get to this because I knew it'd be easy once I ripped out that stove. There's all my tuna stash. That's all good. There's nothing wrong with that stuff. But it's a matter of looking to see what the mice have ruined and what they haven't, because it is a mess. Their stuff is corrosive. There's a good can. Sweet potatoes. Good stuff. Very good stuff. But some of it has been disgustingly ruined. I don't even want to touch that without gloves. Some of the stuff down here, I really need to put gloves on to touch it, because they made a disgusting mess of it. I'm not even going to show you it on camera. I don't want to gross you out, really. But just trust me that, I know a lot of people said, why didn't you donate your food? Well, it's my food. It was my stash for emergency, my emergency food stash. I would only say a small portion of it got ruined. Really, to be honest, not very much got ruined, but it's a matter of going through this stuff to sort out what's good and what's not now after the mice were in here. So here's another good can. 4 cans, nothing wrong with them. So in a way, I was being indirect about my answers to people because I didn't really want to show my hand and let you know I had all my food stashed in here. So normally you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't have all your stuff in one place. But it was an emergency move. It wasn't done in a hurry, and it's done. It's behind me. What's done is done. So now I can get to the water pump, the plumbing. I'm going to keep the water pump. I'm going to keep the plumbing, the drains. I can take out the fridge now. That's all disconnected. We're getting there. Getting it done. Once I get the interior stuff out of here, then I can go wild with the hammers. It's going to be fun work. That's a nice sink. Nothing wrong with that. There's some vile stuff came out of that drain pipe though. Blah. Now the rest of the drains in here are unfortunately all one piece glued together, so they're not going to be usable in my new home. I wonder what this is. There's a box here. Oh, that was the wire. Show you what I'm beating up. I guess that's where the electrical wire came in. So, yeah, I've got some yucky, dirty filth down there to get rid of. I'm gonna have to get gloves. There's some stinky stuff came out of that sink. Next is the fridge, and I think that pretty much covers it for fragile stuff. I have to get that mirror down. I don't want to break any glass in here at all. Oh, the window frames have to come off. All the window interior frames will come off. And then, another mirror? Maybe then I'll get to it. Oh well, keep going. This wall was rutted too a little bit. Yeah, that's rotted. Wow, that's a long screw.